A short paragraph with questions. Listen to a short passage and answer the questions. Listen to a short passage and answer the questions.
Sour grapes. A fox, who hadn't had a square meal in days, slipped into a vineyard one morning. He saw a juicy, ripe bunch of grapes hanging from a vine overhead. He jumped for them, but they were just out of reach. "Ah, well," he panted, "those grapes were probably sour anyway." Sour grapes. A fox, who hadn't had a square meal in days, slipped into a vineyard one morning. He saw a juicy, ripe bunch of grapes hanging from a vine overhead. He jumped for them, but they were just out of reach. "Ah, well," he panted, "those grapes were probably sour anyway." EN 309, EN 309, Unit 2.
Students often find difficulty in identifying word endings when they listen. These exercises give the students practice identifying the verb ending in the S, ES, and ED forms. Part 1. Put each of the words you hear in the appropriate column of the table below. You'll hear the S and the ES endings of both nouns and verbs in the present tense, third person singular. For example, Jack's clothes are in the closet. Jack's goes under the S column, and clothes goes under the Z column. An example 2. She wishes to arrive before noon. Wishes goes under the IZ column.
Number 1. The children's glasses look cute. The children's glasses look cute. Number 2. He decides to wait in the lobby. He decides to wait in the lobby. Number 3. The student recognizes the important topics. The student recognizes the important topics. Number 4. Water boils at 100 centigrade. Water boils at 100 centigrade. 5. There are some more rooms for the passengers. There are some more rooms for the passengers. Number 6. The baby cries loudly. The baby cries loudly. Number 7. He moves to a new place next week. He moves to a new place next week. Number 8. The girl often dreams of being a movie star. The girl often dreams of being a movie star. Number 9. The painter's job is not easy. The painter's job is not easy. Number 10. She laughs whenever he tells that same joke. She laughs whenever he tells that same joke.
Listen to these past tense verbs with the ED ending. These verbs end with T sound. For example, hoped, laughed, wished, cooked, missed, looked, picked. These verbs end with D sound. For example, bathed, moved, cleaned, crawled, judged, cared, hummed, measured. The following verbs end with id or ed sound. For example, landed, rented, regarded, handed, posted, parted, exploded, pleated.
2.
Hear sentences with verbs with ed ending. Put each verb in the appropriate column of the table below. For example, he succeeded in his exams. Succeeded goes in the id or ed column. The circus amazed the children. Amazed goes under the d column. Number 1. He explained the process of making cheese. He explained the process of making cheese. Number 2. The party ended with a lot of noise and laughter. The party ended with a lot of noise and laughter. Number 3. She tried to understand the lecture. She tried to understand the lecture. Number 4. It happened last Thursday. It happened last Thursday. Number 5. The committee discussed this topic for 2 hours. The committee discussed this topic for 2 hours. Number 6. The explorers measured the height of the mountain. The explorers measured the height of the mountain. Number 7. The audience criticized the play. The audience criticized the play. Number 8. The clerk has typed a report. The clerk has typed a report. Number 9. The schedule has been checked carefully. The schedule has been checked carefully. Number 10. The results proved to be valid.
3. Write down the main verb you hear in each sentence. Write down the main verb you hear in each sentence. Number 1. She stopped at the restaurant before going back home. She stopped at the restaurant before going back home. Two. The student faces some difficult problems. The student faces some difficult problems. 3. The problem never arises without a cause. The problem never arises without a cause. 4. She listened to the story carefully. She listened to the story carefully. 5. She listens to the radio every day. She listens to the radio every day. 6. They asked him about his decision. They asked him about his decision. 7. She ordered a pizza by telephone. She ordered a pizza by telephone. 8. Mary walks across the park to school. Mary walks across the park to school. 9. They often carry heavy boxes to the port. They often carry heavy boxes to the port. 10. He returned to the old place. He returned to the old place. 11. She dyed her hair more often than previously. She dyed her hair more often than previously. 12. I considered the matter seriously. I considered the matter seriously. 13. She plays a lot. She plays a lot. 14. She usually calls back before leaving. She usually calls back before leaving. 15. They canceled the meeting before noon.
4.
For each of the items, you'll twice hear a short sentence containing one of the 4 words or phrases. Choose the word or phrase which you hear. For each of the items, you'll twice hear a short sentence containing one of the 4 words or phrases. Choose the word or phrase which you hear. Number 1. Please give me a loan next Tuesday. Please give me a loan next Tuesday. Number 2. This piece of cloth is coarse and thick. This piece of cloth is coarse and thick. Number 3. They're fighting for a lost jewel. They're fighting for a lost jewel. Number 4. Nobody guessed what would happen. Nobody guessed what would happen. Number 5. Leave 6 spaces before you begin to type. Leave 6 spaces before you begin to type. Number 6. They need a suite during their stay in Hong Kong. They need a suite during their stay in Hong Kong. Number 7. Her coughs annoyed the audience. Her coughs annoyed the audience. Number 8. The prisoner escaped through the broken wall. The prisoner escaped through the broken wall. Number 9. The sea is rough when a storm arises. The sea is rough when a storm arises. Number 10. She bought a lovely brooch in London.
5.
Listen to these sentences and write down the form of each contraction. Listen to these sentences and write down the form of each contraction. For example, he's in the kitchen now. He's in the kitchen now. You write is. I'm writing a letter. I'm writing a letter. You write am. You'll hear from us. You'll hear from us. You write will. Number 1. I've come to the office early. I've come to the office early. Number 2. She'll be at the theater tonight. She'll be at the theater tonight. Number 3. We're walking to the store. We're walking to the store. Number 4. He's lived here for 2 years. He's lived here for 2 years. Number 5. It's going to rain soon. It's going to rain soon. Number 6. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Number 7. They're allowed to go inside. They're allowed to go inside. Number 8. It'll be like Bangkok. It'll be like Bangkok. Number 9. I'd like my car checked. I'd like my car checked. 10. We'd better stop for lunch here. We'd better stop for lunch here. Number 11. They'd rather begin in the morning. They'd rather begin in the morning. Number 12. I wished I'd gone to bed earlier. I wished I'd gone to bed earlier. Number 13. You aren't expected to walk across the lawn. You aren't expected to walk across the lawn. 14. Students mustn't talk loudly in the lab. Students mustn't talk loudly in the lab. Number 15. It'd be nice if we stopped for ice cream. It'd be nice if we stopped for ice cream. 16. I've got to go. I've got to go. 17. He's been sleeping for hours. He's been sleeping for hours. Number 18. Wasn't there a temple here before? Wasn't there a temple here before? Number 19. She's already done it. She's already done it. Number 20. They shouldn't be lazy. They shouldn't be lazy.
In the previous exercise, you heard the contractions used in affirmative sentences and in yes-no questions. The contractions will, is, have, did are often found with WH question words. For example,
What do you say?
when will he be there?
Where have you been?
What's going on?
When did you finish it?
How'd she solve the problem?
What have we got?
Who'll begin first?
Why have you done it?
How'll they decide?
6.
Write the non-contracted form of the following sentences you hear. Number 1. What'll be done is not known. What'll be done is not known.
Number 2. Where have they been? Where have they been?
Number 3. What's it like to be a millionaire? What's it like to be a millionaire?
Number 4. Why'd he do it? Why'd he do it?
Number 5. How'd they find out? How'd they find out?
Number 6. Who will be chosen first? Who will be chosen first?
Number 7. What'll he put in the box? What'll he put in the box?
Number 8. How'd he go there? How'd he go there?
Number 9. When'll the results come out? When'll the results come out?
Number 10. How's everything going? How's everything going?
7.
Dialogue 1. Closed dictation. Fill in the blanks with the words you hear. Closed dictation. Fill in the blanks with the words you hear.
When will you finish your work?
I think it'll be about the end of the month.
Can't it be done sooner?
No, because there's a lot more to do.
When will you finish your work?
I think it'll be about the end of the month.
Can't it be done sooner?
No, because there's a lot more to do.
Dialogue 2.
Who have you seen at the party?
All of our friends. Why haven't you been there?
I'd have come sooner, but I was busy.
I'd better go talk to someone now. Have fun. See you.
Short conversations. You will hear short conversations between two people. After each, answer the following questions. 1. Where might this conversation take place? 2. What might be the situation?
2 seats for the evening show, please.
Sorry, they're all sold out.
2 seats for the evening show, please.
Sorry, they're all sold out. Number 2. Can I help you?
I've made a reservation for a double.
Can I help you?
I've made a reservation for a double. Number 3. May we have the table near the window?
Sorry, it's already been reserved.
May we have the table near the window?
Sorry, it's already been reserved. Number 4. Do you have the time schedule for the departures and arrivals?
Oh yes, here it is.
Do you have the time schedule for the departures and the arrivals?
Oh yes, here it is. Number 5. What would you like to drink?
Do you have any orange juice?
What would you like to drink?
Do you have any orange juice? Number 6. How much do you need?
A kilo of beef and a half kilo of potatoes.
How much do you need?
A kilo of beef and a half kilo of potatoes. Number 7. Care for another one?
No, thank you. I'm full now.
Care for another one?
No, thank you. I'm full now. Number 8. I feel a little better, but I still have some soreness.
I'll give you a new prescription.
I feel
Unit 3, Part 1. Put a stress on each word. After finishing, check the pronunciation from the tape. Put a stress on each word. After finishing, check the pronunciation from the tape.
Number 1. Guitar. Guitar.
Number 2. Dial. Dial.
Number 3. Nutrients. Nutrients.
Number 4. Secretary. Secretary.
Number 5. Italy. Italy.
Number 6. Italian. Italian.
Number 7. Information. Information.
Number 8. Psychiatrist. Psychiatrist.
Number 9. Motivate. Motivate.
Number 10. Necessary. Necessary.
Number 11. Manager. Manager.
Number 12. Salad. Salad.
Number 13. Police. Police.
Number 14. Policeman. Policeman.
Number 15. Examine. Examine.
Number 16. Determine. Determine.
Number 17. economy, economy.
Number 18, economics, economics.
Number 19, relevant, relevant.
Number 20, ceramic, ceramic.
Number 21, dessert, dessert.
Number 22, desert, desert.
Number 23, calendar, calendar.
Number 24, detergent, detergent.
Number 25, button, button.
Number 26, flower, flower.
Number 27, attack, attack.
Number 28, possibility, possibility.
Number 29, Japan, Japan.
Number 30, Japanese, Japanese.
Part 2. You will hear the words written exactly the same but pronounced with different stress. The word used as a verb has a stress on the second syllable, a noun on the first syllable. Write the stress on the word you hear.
Object, object.
Produce, produce.
Present, present.
Record, record.
Import, import.
Export, export.
Object, object.
Present, present.
Record, record.
Produce, produce.
Part 3. Underline the word in each sentence that has the significant stress. The same sentence will be heard 5 times. Underline the word in each sentence that has the significant stress. The same sentence will be heard 5 times.
Number 1. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 2. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 3. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 4. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Tony called her Saturday morning. Number 1. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 2. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 3. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 4. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Number 5. Tony called her Saturday morning.
Intonation. Rising intonation is used with yes/no questions. For example,
Do you want some coffee?
will you be there soon?
Are they dancing?
Does she like shopping?
Falling intonation is used with WH questions. For example,
Where is he?
who is the writer?
What do you call that?
When will we meet again?
Whom did you see yesterday?
If you change the questions into indirect speech, the intonation is different from the WH questions. For example,
Where's the post office?
would you tell me where the post office is?
Where can I get this?
Do you know where I can get this?
Who did it?
Do you know who did it?
When will we meet?
Do you know when we will meet?